This is 5th grade Excel, lesson 98, putting decimal numbers in order from least to greatest and greatest to least. For each problem, put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Always read the directions so you know what they're asking you to do. So for number 1, they have the numbers 4, 2.43, 3.24, and 3.4. Now in order to compare these, it's a little bit easier if each number has the same number of digits after the decimal point. So the number 4, I can call that 4.00. 2.43 already has two numbers after the decimal point. 3.24 has two numbers after the decimal point. And 3.4 could be called 3.40, so that it also has two numbers after the decimal point. Now which one of these is the smallest, because we're going from least to greatest? 2.43 is the smallest, so we put that one here, cross it out. Then we have to compare 3.24 and 3.4. A lot of kids are going to put this down here and say that one's smaller, but when we have the same number of digits, this is 4/10, that's 24 hundredths. We're comparing apples and oranges. So by putting the 0 right here, we're finding out that that's the same thing as 3.40, and 3.24 is lower than 3.40. So we put 3.24 next, then 3.40, and the number 4 is the largest. You can see that this has 3, 3, and 2 in the ones place, so 4 in the ones place makes it bigger than the other three numbers. Number 2, I'd like you to go ahead and pause the video, try that one on your own, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, so the smallest number here, all of these are over 5. And so the smallest number is just going to be plain old 5. And now we want to look to the rest of these. I'm going to put a 0 out here on that 5.2 so that I have the same number of digits after the decimal point, 2 on each one of these. And they're all 5 in the ones place. This one has 20 hundredths, this has 93 hundredths, and that has 73 hundredths. Well, the smallest out of those is going to be 20 hundredths, or 2/10. And then the next one, 5.73. 73 is obviously smaller than 93, and 93 would be the last one. Sometimes you like to cross these out as you go just to keep track of which ones you've used. Okay, the next 3 and 4, least to greatest also. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, all of these already have 2 digits after the decimal point, and if you look at the ones place, they're different on all of these. So the smallest number is going to be 3.28, just because of that ones place, and then 4.28 is the next biggest, and 6.38, and then 9.38 as the largest one. All right, number 4, the smallest one here, 3.75. The ones place lets you know that. Now we have 5.37 and 5. 5 is smaller than 5.37. And then 7.5 would be the largest. For each problem, put the numbers in order from greatest to least. Same idea, only we're going to put the largest number here and work our way down to the smallest. Go ahead and pause the video, do 6 through 8, and then turn it on for the solution. All 3 of them, 6 through 8. All right, we're looking for the greatest number here. We've got a 4, a 6, a 4, and a 2. The 6 is obviously the biggest number. Now we have to compare the 4 and the other 4 in the ones place. That's 4.26. Let's put a 0 on there so it's 4.60. Well, 4.60 is larger than 4.26. We don't have to have that 0 on there though. And then this is just the number 2 in the ones place, so that's going to be the smallest. And all of these start with 7, so we're looking for the largest one. We might want to make this 7.10. This is 7.00. These already have 2 numbers after the decimal point. Well, if you just kind of ignore the 7 and look at the hundredths place, you can see this one has 83 hundredths. That's the largest. And then 53 hundredths would be the next biggest. And then 10 hundredths, or 1/10, and then just the number 7. Here we have a 2, a 2, a 4, and a 4. So the largest number is going to be either 4.52 or 4. 4 is the same thing as 4.00. So 4.52 is bigger than 4.00. 4, we've already done these two. Now we have 2.54 and 2.4. Let's make that 2.40. 40 and 54, which one's bigger? Well, obviously 2.54. and the smallest one is 2.4 or 2.40. Here are a few problems with a check answer in the corner. Solve all of these, add up the check answer, make sure that it comes out correctly, and the only numbers that go in the check answer are these four right here, not all of the numbers. But your answer should be correct in all the number blanks. Pause the video now, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, this one says least to greatest. So we're looking for the smallest, and that would be 8, because there's no numbers after the decimal point on that. Then we have 8.75, 8.74, and 8.70. 8.70 is going to be smaller than 8.74 or 8.75. And they want to know the first number and the second number right here. And then this one says from greatest to least. The largest one is going to be 4.93, and then 4.75, because this is like 4.40. And 40 is less than 93, and it's less than 75. So 4.4 or 4.0, and then just the plain old number 4. The third and fourth numbers are 4.4 and 4. You should have taken all four of these numbers, put them over here, added it up to get 25.1. And that's it. So thank you for watching.